Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be planting the first Bur Oaks from acorn. I'm going to stand in here because we have breezes that are way too much for the camera. It'll mess up the sound, and then the sound will be messed up the rest of the day. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film, but these are all going down in the former vineyard. I marked off the spot where 4 of the vines were, 1 on each end and 2 in the middle, and 4 of the trees are going there, and 1 is going in what used to be the horse pasture over on the south side of the property here. That will be that survivor oak. Let me see if I can show you that without the wind getting at me. Put a little X on it. It's one of the bigger ones. Is it this one? I believe it is. Yes, this is it. One of the bigger ones. This is that survivor oak. Yeah, the wind's not that bad right now, but it's been gusting really bad. So what I'm doing here is mixing up 1 gallon of water for each of the ones that are going down in the vineyard, and I'm putting 1 scoop of fertilizer in it. That is a weak mix. I'm going to be putting this 10-10-10 down in the hole. I'm going to be digging a fairly deep hole because Bur Oaks have a tap root, and these tap roots are already down to the bottom of these containers. This right here, hopefully this works. This is for injecting the plants out of them tubes. Not a lot more to it. Oh, back to these. That's a weak mix of fertilizer. The 4 down there are going to be drip fed. They're all going to be drip fed, but I only have 4 containers, so I'm going to have to go back and get one and then move it over to the last one. And then I'll have 1 container that just has water in it for getting some water down into the bottom of the hole. All right, let's finish this up and go get these planted. I had to come in here to get out of the wind. I was trying to block it with my body, but you could see that gusts were coming up and just crazy blowing, and that'll mess up the camera for the next couple clips, and we don't want that. It is August 10th right now. It's still the dog days of summer, but you do fall planting starting the 2nd week in August, so that's just a few days away. But if it's hot out, you got to make sure that you keep whatever you're planting watered. If you plant it too late, the roots aren't going to be able to establish. We have probably 2 more months of growth in these Bur Oaks, and that should be plenty to get some nice root structure before winter. I have fencing. I have that one right there, and I have raw fencing over by the road over there that I got to go pick up. I'll put that on afterwards, and I have some deer repellent right there, which we're going to put on right away. All right, let me get these jugs filled, and we'll head down there and start planting. Okay, loaded up the trimmer, got the shovel, little hand shovel, fertilizer, water, trees. We already have bags of topsoil. The topsoil you get from Menards is really nice. It's a real decent compost. I'm going to mix about a half a bag of that with the soil from each hole, and what remains I'm going to put around it, and then a bag of mulch on each, and we'll start my redneck drip feed on each one, and that should do it. Oh, and we'll be putting nets on each one, but I'm going to get them all planted first and then come back and get the nets. I only have this one made, and I'm going to have to find the stakes for them. I don't know if I have enough stakes for 5 of them. We'll figure it out though. Let's go get these planted. Okay, I'm down in the vineyard. We have the mulch and bags of soil waiting to go. Looks like a coyote or a dog took a dump right where I'm going to be working. It wasn't our dog, so I'm guessing it was a coyote. Okay, we're going to go right by the pin, so let me move this stuff out of the way and we'll get at it. Okay, we're down to the survivor. It's last again. Got the drip feed going on this last one. I'm hoping this mulch will keep the plants nice and warm into the fall so that they get a real nice start. What this is going to do is completely fill the area that's planted with water. And we're not expecting rain for another 4 days. That's plenty of water for the next 4 days. And then after that, you've seen that I made a depression there that will fill with water when it rains and do the same thing. And the mulch will keep the area from drying out and cracking and all that stuff. We'll take a walk and look at all these and then go get that last one planted. This one's dripping a little bit slower, but that's fine. Oh, and my sprayer messed up. It's all clogged up. I gotta go unclog it, but that white stuff on there is deer repellent. I'm trying to walk with my back to the wind. It died down a little bit, but now it's picking back up again. Yeah, you can see that that entire ring is pretty damp. That's going to work really well. And again, that has real weak fertilizer in it. And the very first one. This is going to look so cool. I'm going to take these out. These were just marking the spot, and they were a place where the bluebirds and red-headed woodpeckers could hunt from. This is beautiful hunting grounds for them. So when the trees get big enough so they can hunt from the trees, I'll pull these out. We're not going to need them for support or anything. Any tree that's grown from a seedling like this is not going to need support, and you really don't want to support it because you're just going to make a weak tree. Okay, let's head up and plant that last plant. Okay, the last one is in. This is the survivor oak, and it's the furthest one. Well, not really, we got one right there, but it's the one in the middle of the field right next to the older tree number 1 right there, but it's pretty close to the neighbors. What we're gonna do is this year, the acorns from this year, we're going to plant another one there and another one there and probably another one there, and we'll have like a little shaded cluster of trees here, which you do want in an oak savanna, but the rest of them are a couple 100 feet away. That'll be perfect. So I'm thinking of just going with the deer repellent. I didn't have any of these other trees in cages over the winter. I just sprayed them until the leaves were gone. Then the deer leave them alone. And in the spring, you got to start spraying them early. That one there, right along the woods there, that one got girdled. That was the tree that made the huge comeback. That one got girdled because it's right at the edge of the woods. The rabbits don't like coming out into the field like this because of the owls and the hawks and the eagles and all that stuff. And the deer, well, the deer will bite the whole top off of something like this if it's not sprayed. But once the leaves fall, they're not going to pay it any attention. I'll spray it once the leaves fall anyways, and I'll probably put tubes over them at that point. Just put a tube and spike it down. It'll be hard as heck to get a cage around this, and I'd rather not if I don't have to. So that's the plan. Wish me luck on that. So that's going to end it. 5 little trees that got their start on our land. Not from that tree right there. It's kind of hard to see the tree that they came from, but it's the next one over. Kind of blends in with the other trees. I'll stop by it on the way back. All right, This is the mother tree. Yeah, all of these trees are growing much wider this year. I guess they're growing taller too, but I'm probably going to quit measuring the height. They're getting a little too high to measure now. But yeah, all these little branches, well, not little, but this one's about a foot. That one's over a foot, and that one's like a foot and a half. Yeah, that's a foot and a half there too. But this is what we came to look at. Another batch of acorns. It's really loaded with them this year. And if you watch the previous videos, there's acorns on almost every tree, but just one or two or a few. And this is the mother tree. Look at all them acorns. Sooner or later, the animals are going to find out about this. White oak acorns are nice and sweet, and they're just going to go nuts over them. Hopefully the deer don't damage this tree too much taking the acorns. They've damaged our fruit trees taking cherries. They love them, sour cherries, and they'll smash the tree to get at them. Look at that leaf. It's like a foot long. Yeah, we're getting all these side branches. Really beautiful tree. Okay, that is going to wrap this up. I'm going to do another video on the trees probably later on this week and go take a look at all of these older trees and see how much they're branching out to the side. I think it's amazing. From this year, this is where this started growing this year, and that was the first growth spurt, and this is the second. So that's nearly 2 feet right there. Same here. It started right here and it's way out to here. I've had to mow. This is where I used to mow, right here, and now it's under the tree. I had to mow a little further back. I'm going to quit mowing at some point. After a while, they don't grow all that much underneath anyways. Okay, so if you want to see that next video, or the videos where we harvest the acorns and start those new trees for next year, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.